Yo, what's up, you guys? This is Andrea 3 Stacks, and we're back with a new episode of Overly Conversated on the Delicious Vinyl Station, powered by Dash Radio. Today, in the building, we have one of LA's finest from the Crenshaw district, formerly known as Blazon Maven. We have the one and only Nana.
Hey. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. Who else we got in the building today?
It's V12, Victoria, Victron, Lady V.
Yay! Go.
You know, it's your boy Santino McNaughton here. We live. Buttermilk Jesus all the time. Let them know who you are, bro.
Damn, legendary.
What's happening? It's Rakes, R33KZ, Pasadena native. What's happening?
And we also have DJ Drolix in the building.
Yo, what's good, everybody? DJ Drolix.
Yeah. Thank you.
Holding it down.
As always.
Y'all got some legendary drops, man. Nicknames and all that shit.
Buttermilk Jesus.
Wait, who are you?
Andrea 3 Stacks.
All right, there we go.
Yes.
Damn, that's hard. Shit. Y'all low key got rapper names. Victoria gave like 4 or 5 of them.
I know.
More
Oh,
than
shit.
that if you want to.
Victron. She has many names.
Yeah,
We love her.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
All over. Oh my God. Let's go. So your parents were pastors from Ghana, correct?
Yeah, my dad has been in the ministry since before I was even around. My mom actually owns a beauty supply.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Where at?
Off of I'm tripping. It's off of Washington and Western. The first store was on Crenshaw and like Exposition, but
Oh, we're gonna go support. That's
yeah,
awesome.
for sure. Yeah. It's called African Image Beauty Supply.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's sick.
Yeah, she's owned that for about like I'm gonna say damn 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, OG
Yep.
shit. I
OG
love that.
shit,
A
yeah.
woman handling her business.
Yeah, for
I
real.
appreciate that.
It's crazy because like I was like when I was like probably like 2 or 3 years old, like the riots was going on like over there. Yeah. Like this was around the time like Rodney King riots was like
92.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like going crazy, and her store was on. At the time it was on Crenshaw and Adams, and like some motherfuckers tried to like break into her store, but she had like the neighborhood like bums that would like just be around, like they were like protecting her store.
Oh, shit.
That's
Surveying
how,
the presence.
yeah,
Oh, that
hell
is
yeah.
so tight.
Yeah.
The community came together for your mom.
Exactly. Yeah. I vaguely like remember that
Oh
shit.
my God,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Support black business.
Big facts. Yeah. I was like a little shrimp at that time.
Yeah, you was probably like
Yeah. I was
barely
I was,
have any recollection.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So how did they feel about you guys doing music, considering they were pastors?
My dad loves it. He's actually a big fan of my music, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, it's emotion, you know, and when he listens to my music, he's able to feel something, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we all have in common just as beings on this earth is, you know, just the to be able to feel and experience like emotion, you know.
Amen.
So at the end of the day, he loves it. He comes to all of my shows.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
so
my
the support
dad,
is
yeah,
real.
for sure. 100%.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't ask for, you know, like any better parents than the ones that I had.
Oh, so they weren't tripping when you announced like, yo, I want to do music as a
Nah,
career?
they were supportive. They were extremely supportive, you know, because my parents are from Ghana, you know, and they came here for opportunity. And, you know, when they had me, so I'm 1 out of 5 siblings. My older 2 siblings were born in London.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's where my parents met. My parents met in London. They're both from Ghana, but my parents met in London.
And then they moved to LA, right?
They moved to LA. They had me, my brother. They had my brother, me, and then my younger sister. But when they came here, you know, they came here for opportunity, and you know, they realized how much opportunity is out here, and how, like, just how things are, like, how stuff. Like, for example, my mom and my dad, like. Whenever I have something going on, they're like, yo, like this is good. They're so like they aren't really up on like the technology or whatnot, but they understand what it can do, you know, for like one's career or just like how it can, you know, help advance like what it is that I'm doing now. And they understand because they see it. They're like, oh shit. This was the dude that you were telling me about 6 months ago. Oh, his name is Drake, blah, blah. And how, like, big, how big, like, the potential in it. So, yeah, for sure. Like, so they're huge, big supporters of, like what it is that I do.
That's so
Yeah, it's
tight.
dope.
So what got you into hip hop? Like when was the moment you were like, this is it, this is my
Man,
culture?
I've always been a fan of hip hop, like music, period. You know, I remember like way back, probably like '97, like '98. I used to like my sister. This was back when like tape recorders was like still in. My sister had like she had I think like Rough Riders Volume 1.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
I love that album with
Yeah.
Jigga.
Oh my
Number
gosh.
4, I still remember it clearly.
Oh my gosh.
Like Drag On,
Yes.
Swizz was all over
Oh
that.
my
Eve,
goodness.
the What Y'all Really Want.
Yeah.
That shit was so
I would
tight.
listen to like Money Cash Hoes. I probably wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Volume
at the
2.
time.
That
Yeah, exactly.
I love
Exactly.
we had the same taste because
Exactly.
I grew up on
Exactly.
both of those.
I would write the lyrics down and like repeat them to myself until I was able to like remember them and like, you know, in my mind I was Jay-Z. Like once I got all the lyrics down, I felt like, you know, I was like Hov or something. But I always had a connection to music. I think what actually got me to like start writing music was after I felt like so I was me and this dude right there.
Hey, shout out.
Devon.
Devon.
I've known him for like 17 years. We went to middle school together,
wow.
Audubon Middle School, stand up. So we played basketball together, middle school and high school, and at a certain point, I'm like, man, I'm not going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this shit is not happening. I ended up injuring my knee. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this shit is not happening. And I ended up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It was really like just those two options, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just being around the environment and like seeing just all different types of like character. Like where I'm from, it's a lot of character. And that really inspired me, and seeing the things that not only that I was going through, but the people around me were going through. You know what I'm saying? And it really inspired me to. And at the time, I was running around doing a whole lot of knucklehead shit. You know what I'm saying? But I had that connection to music. I was like, yo, I want to try it. I want to like be able to, you know, write what I'm experiencing, write what my friends are experiencing, what we going through. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of people that didn't have that gift of music in them, but it was something about music that I felt like I want to put myself in it, you know. And I think that's what it was for me, seeing you know everything that was going around and me wanting to tell that story. And I'm like, yo, how can I tell this story in a unique way? Like, how can I, you know, paint like, you know, visuals with my words. And it originally started as like just writing like poems and stuff like that. And it just like kind of grew and evolved. And
then boom, here we are.
That's so
Yeah.
tight. The passion was there.
The passion was always there for sure. And my dad, like, you know, as you said, he's a bishop. And I remember when I was young, I was probably like, maybe I want to say 6 or 7. I would go to the studio because he would record like albums, like gospel albums.
Oh, wow.
And I would go to the studio with him and like watch him like record these albums. And I didn't know at the time. I was just like, you know, I'm just like, yo, he's doing this for church or whatnot. I didn't really understand the process. And like now that I'm like a part of the process and in the process, I'm like, yo, it's like it's such a like music is such a beautiful thing. And it's a universal language. Like, it's crazy how you could go overseas where people don't speak no English and they know every word to every whatever song they're a fan of, you know? Like, I remember I saw a video of J. Cole when he was in Nigeria.
Oh, shit.
And it was insane. I was like, damn, they probably don't know no lick of English, but they know all this man's words. That's how powerful music is.
I've seen stuff
Yeah,
like that. It
yeah,
always
for
freaks
real.
me out.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is next
Yeah,
level.
it's next level. I remember when I think Migos was out in Lagos, Nigeria, and they knew all the words to Bad and Bougie. I was like, yo, this
They
shit
didn't
is
even know
next
what they were
level.
saying.
They didn't even know what they were
honestly,
saying.
But this shit is hard. They're like,
Shit's-
we love
yeah,
it.
for real.
That
Yeah.
is so tight.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, so what albums does he have? Any that were like pressed that you can
Yes,
actually cop?
yes.
What? Let me, I kind of need to know this.
Yeah, man, I
Because of
forgot the
Bieber,
name of the
yo.
album, but he was looking mad fly. He had like his African garments on there, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
What?
damn.
Swag the fuck
Yeah, he
out.
was swagged out. I was like, damn. You feel me? And like just seeing that, I was like, oh shit. Like damn, my dad is important. I was like, oh shit, yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, man, my dad did mad shit. Like he wrote books, all types of shit, man. So
Whoa.
yeah.
Wow, I had no idea. That's
Yeah.
a cool fact.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think the worst and the best part was of growing up in the Crenshaw district?
The best part is just learning and like learning through experience. I learned more outside of school than I learned in school, as fucked up as that sounds. Like I learned more outside of school through experience.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And the worst part is like attached to that, because the worst part was the dangers of like how I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just walking home, like you just get stopped, get banged on. And like for a lot of people that, you know, I knew it didn't turn out good for them. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. I remember like when me and this dude was like in like 6th grade, like it was just so surreal to me because I was like, damn, like it was a kid, he was like probably like 12, 13 years old, and he got killed at the burger stand. And I was just like, damn, like, and it was in the news, it was in LA Times, all of that stuff. And I was like, damn, like I know this dude. And I just saw him like 2 days ago at school. Damn, that could have been me. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing, right?
For doing
like
nothing.
Just
yeah.
posted at the burger joint,
Just
in the wrong
posted
place at the wrong time.
At the wrong place at the wrong time. Like a 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like when you, like, it's crazy and it's messed up, but as you grow, like, you become immune to it. You like, damn, even like when it's people you know, you like, damn, shit, like.
It desensitized.
It's
It just happens.
It
like
just
it's
happens.
a part of life.
It just happens,
That's
you know?
nuts.
Yeah,
That is nuts.
and it just becomes like shit, like, but it did make me, I think what it did for me, it made me more aware, like, of like just my surroundings. Yeah, hell yeah.
Just
yeah.
It could be any day. Like, I gotta do shit.
Hell yeah. And it made me like more aware, just like even when I remember I would just like when I was walking from home, I would always like look around, like watch my back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who's watching me. Yeah. For real. You know what I'm saying? And like it's crazy because that's really not normal. It shouldn't be normal like that, but that's what the environment like causes you to, that's how the environment causes you to adapt, like to be like, yo, you know, shit, I'm not trying to get, caught up wrong situation, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah, I guess for me, that was the good and the bad. Like,
damn. Okay. All right. So well, switching it up, I heard that you were 15 when you got to visit Ghana. Is that correct?
This is damn.
What
I feel like damn. Is this Narwhal?
I do my research.
Yeah. I was 15.
What was
man.
that experience
I was a beautiful experience. I went with my mom, my sister, and my niece, and it was so beautiful. Like it was so beautiful. I remember it like it was yesterday. Like it was so beautiful.
So
like
tight.
it's crazy because when I stepped off the plane, it was mad humid. I was like, damn, I'm definitely not in Los Angeles.
LA anymore.
Yeah, hell no.
What is this?
This ain't LA. This ain't LA. But like that, like one thing that I would love people to know is that shit is not like how they portray that shit on the TV, man. Do not believe that shit. Like that shit is so beautiful. I swear on everything I love. That shit. I mean, just like everywhere, it has its good parts. It has its bad parts. But
like everywhere else,
just like everywhere else, like my grandma stays in like a 2-story house out there. Wow. Yeah, and it was beautiful. Like you know what I'm saying. She has like goats in the back and shit like that. And it was just mad beautiful. And the food out there is so bomb because it's even like the fast food restaurants out there because it's a lot more like, it's a lot less processed than the shit that we got out here.
Actually semi-healthy.
1,000%. Oh yeah, for sure.
This shit over here is all frozen.
Oh man, that shit done went through, man.
Carcinogenic.
Oh man, all types of shit. But yeah, it was a beautiful experience, man. I loved it. It's a lot of it's a lot of personality out there. Like I remember when I stepped off the plane, they knew I was from there, but I wasn't from there. You know what I'm saying? Because of how I was dressed. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, I was, you know what I'm saying? I had my baggy little khakis and whatnot. I had my Chucks on. They like, what the fuck? Who the fuck
So
are you?
West Coast.
Yeah, I was super, I had like a 4X white tee on. They like, oh yeah, he's not
shit,
from
yeah.
here. Yeah, exactly. Where your eyes think, where you think your eyes is playing tricks on you type shit. Yeah.
The Pro Club, the Shaka.
Yeah.
The Pro
Yeah.
Club from the swap
Oh
meet.
my gosh. Yes. That's a big fact. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a beautiful experience though. I love it. I plan on going back later this year.
Nice.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
What would you say the most beautiful part of Ghanaian culture is?
The most beautiful part of Ghanaian culture. Damn, that's
Loaded question.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
maybe marinate on that for a little.
Man. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, man. The food, like I'm a foodie. I'm a foodie, man. Like, so look, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. So we got like, it's like an unofficial, official war. It's like the Lakers and the Celtics. Like us in Nigeria, we got like beef over like jollof rice. It's a rice called like jollof rice. It's kind of like, how should I say? It's not like dirty rice, but it's like, you know, it's like
Mix?
yeah, it's like seasoned rice. Yeah, you know, and
Not basic ass, right?
yeah, it's not basic ass rice.
Yes.
Lots of
Jasmine rice
spices.
is
Yeah.
that
So
sounds good.
they're like, oh yeah, we got the best jollof rice. We like, no, we got the best jollof rice. It's like a real like, you know, what I'm saying?
Beef over
Yeah. It's like real
Serious.
beef, no pun intended. You feel me? Like it's like real issues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would say the food for sure.
I want to try some, man. We have
Oh
little
my gosh.
Ethiopia over here, but I don't know where to get Ghanaian
Yeah,
food.
it's not a lot. It's not a lot of
Dang,
spots.
makes me sad.
It's not a lot of spots. Yeah, I'm gonna open up the first in LA. Watch. Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
it.
man.
Yeah,
Get your
yeah.
mom. She's a businesswoman.
Oh, yeah.
She could do a little
Yeah,
something
yeah.
on the side.
Man, my
Cook some
mom.
meal.
Yeah, man, my mom. She was actually when she was in London, she was going to school. She was actually in school for culinary arts. So she's
Oh,
yeah,
see now, that'd be perfect.
Oh,
A
man.
side hustle.
big facts. Yeah, my mom is the best chef ever.
So we're all coming over your house for Sunday.
Yeah, I'm
dinner.
like, so what's good?
Man, y'all
Like,
welcome. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
when your mom cooks, that's
Yeah, yeah.
gonna pull up.
Yeah. We gonna pull up for sure.
Inviting herself.
Yup. Already. Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to ask, your freestyles are super sick. I
Yeah.
love watching them. I saw you had some on IG and
Mm-hmm.
YouTube. Did you ever used to battle?
No, I was
No?
never really. It's crazy because I was like, I would battle like in like when we were in high school. Like we would have like outside of high school, it wasn't really a thing. But like when we were like at high school at the lunch table, of course we would like and
Do a little something.
oh man, it was this dude. He would actually, me and him, we were going to the same studio. He would go to, well, he would come back to school. He would like hear my stuff at that studio and like come back to school and be like, oh yeah, I heard that shit you did the other day. Yeah, that shit was weak. Yeah, you ain't tight. Battle me right now. Yeah.
He talked like that?
Yeah. He ain't talking like that. I threw 20s on 10s, but you get the idea. You know what I'm saying?
Day-Day.
Yeah.
Shout out to Day-Day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nah, but I always just like really, honestly, I really and truthfully just always just like to like just write, you know what I'm saying, more so than like I would freestyle with the homies or whatnot. I never like really like took battling seriously. I would do it for fun, but like not on a serious tip. But I really was always into like just strengthening my pen and trying to like be the best songwriter that I could
That's what
possibly
you have
be.
to do.
Yeah,
You want to
yeah,
be
yeah.
the greatest.
Yeah, for sure.
Jay-Z said that, right? Well,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be second best out
Yeah,
here.
exactly.
Like, I'm
For
trying
real.
to be the greatest.
Yeah, for real. And I went through my stages. I it was one period where I was like, I mean, I'm still a huge fan of game, but it was a one point in time in my life where I was like a super game fan, and I was like, yo, like I like sounded like him and everything. So I went through my stages and like, you know, my writing process and my, you know, just growing, and you know, I feel like now my
Do the
voice.
name drops too, like
Yeah,
Oh,
where
yeah,
you
no.
like every 2 seconds.
So, I wasn't no, not as in not, you know, to
Not
that
as
degree.
intense.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
But I'll, every now and then, you feel me? Yeah.
The documentary was so pivotal
That was
when
my
that came
favorite.
out.
Oh my gosh, that
It was
changed
a
my
wrap.
life. That
It was a
changed my
wrap.
life
The West Coast was back on the map. It was
for
so
sure.
crucial.
For sure, that changed my life.
Higher
That
was like my favorite. on
yeah.
there.
Oh my gosh.
That song was so hard.
Yeah,
What song?
Higher.
I
I
can
can
Yeah.
take you high. Those
Nah,
piano.
we got.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, this is a whole nother debate, but I think that album is arguably one of the best hip hop albums of
Whoa.
I would put that in top. That album is amazing.
That I could
Timbaland on there.
I could-
Everyone was on
yeah,
there.
Yeah,
That
you
shit
had
put you
Kanye on there.
groundbreaking.
You know what I'm
Yes, he
saying?
did.
Yeah, that was a groundbreaking album. I feel like that was the album that really opened the door for us again. You know what I'm
It
saying?
was,
Because
I agree.
it was nothing before that besides like the old,
Right.
what we already knew, like the
OG,
Snoops,
yeah.
the Snoops,
Dre.
Dre's, the Cubes, yeah,
West Side Connection.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
it
And
wasn't much out.
for real. And I like Game was really the first rapper, in my opinion, to have like just the appeal that he has and to like be able to rap like he was from the East Coast. Like
right.
He really did, though.
This
You're
shit,
right.
He sounded like he had a Nas voice.
yeah, exactly.
He was super influenced by Nas.
Yeah, for real. And that's actually what got me into Nas, because I was like, when I was that age, I was like, damn, like, I knew of Nas, but I never really studied Nas like that. So I was like, damn, like, fuck, why am I studying Game? Like, I mean, obviously I'm a fan of Game. I'm like, damn, let me study who he studied. So I went back and listened to Nas. I went back and listened to the Lost Tapes. I went back and listened to
shit.
Illmatic. I went back and listened to fucking,
was written,
Street
I
Dreams.
Am.
It was written on,
Yeah.
all of that shit. And I was like, damn, I'm
So
trying.
crucial.
Yeah, for real. I'm trying to be this good. Like Nas is like top tier level, like
Storyteller,
yeah.
like one of the greatest.
Yeah, for sure.
His pen game is.
Oh, his pen game is
Insane. The
insane.
streets poet.
Oh
for
my
real.
gosh, like second to none. Yeah, for sure.
Nas is so good.
Yeah, I love Nas.
On my old radio show, someone was trying to talk shit about him.
Oh
And
man,
that didn't go well.
New radio.
Yeah, that's why I have the homies here who
Yeah.
don't have trash taste.
Nah,
We
man.
appreciate it.
Nah, I love Nas, man. Nas is like, yeah, I met him twice.
Me too. I
Damn.
met
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I did.
Oh shit. Okay. Boom. There we go.
okay,
You know what I'm
Nasir
saying?
Jones, gang.
Let's get it. You feel me? Yeah. Nah, I met him twice, but yeah, Nas was who I like really like studied.
That's tight because a lot of people don't go back, unfortunately. Like
Yeah,
a lot.
unfortunately.
No, I don't want to sound like an old head, but some of these new generation, all they do is talk shit about the OGs of this shit. They
Yeah.
don't pay respect. They don't go back and listen to the
Yeah.
catalog, and you could tell because they don't incorporate
exactly.
their techniques
Exactly,
and
exactly.
the wordplay, and it's just
Yeah.
very basic.
And it's crazy because I feel like everybody that even this quote unquote mumble rappers, I feel like everybody that did go back and like the people who are like any level of like good in this day and age have went back and like
their
listened.
homework.
Ones
Yeah,
with
did they
longevity
homework.
for real,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Kendrick,
Yeah, exactly.
like you could tell that he's a student of the game.
For sure. Even like Drake, you know what I'm saying? Drake get a lot of
Oh, he
shit, but
studied.
Drake, like, when you listen to Comeback Season, that's all like Little Brother. You feel me? Like that same, you feel me?
Yeah.
Minstrel
real
Show.
shit. Yeah.
I love that
Yeah,
album.
big facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even someone like Future, he was a part. He's a product of like the Dungeon
Family,
You
cousin
feel
of
me?
Rico Wade.
Yeah, exactly. That's a fact. So I feel like that's important. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just think it's like just kind of corny to
Dismiss the entire.
exactly. Because
okay, we're on the same page.
yeah, for sure, 100%.
Good.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to ask about your name change.
Okay.
Blaze
okay.
on,
Yeah.
Maven. Blaze on was like Blaze on, like fire, hot fire.
Yeah.
When did you decide you wanted to change it?
About a year and a half ago,
Why?
because I wanted people to know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And Nana's who I am, and my name,
Your real name.
my real name, exactly. That's like everybody asks me, like, is that your real name? I'm like, yeah, that's my real name. Like,
You used to
I-
get made fun of though.
yeah. Damn. Did you grow up with it? What the fuck?
Low key, I was on Crenshaw.
Yo, was she in second period Miss Schaefer with us? The fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, man.
I could see it. They could be like, nah. Like stupid shit. Kids
Oh
are
my gosh.
stupid.
Oh my
Kids
gosh.
are cruel, bro.
I got the nah, oh nah. I got all that shit. I got
What's
it
my name?
all. Yeah, I got it all. But I feel like at that point, like that was one of the things that I felt like I had to tackle on, just because that made me insecure. Like that made me mad insecure, man. First day of school, I used to be like, oh shit, damn. I hope they don't fuck up on my name. Please don't fuck up on my name. Hurry up and say my name just so I can raise my hand and y'all just
done
be
with
on
it.
to the next student. Yeah. Like I'll be mad insecure about that shit. But I'm like, yo, this is my name. My name actually means king in, Ghanaian culture. And I'm like, yo, this is who I am. And I feel like if I'm sharing my artistry with people. I want people to really know who I am, and like if I'm sharing my life with people, this is my Nana is that like that's me. That's my life, and I want to share that with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's like, you know, when my mom found out I was changing my name, she was so happy.
That's tough.
Yeah, she was extremely
You
happy.
gotta do it.
Yeah,
then.
for sure.
Oh my
Hell yeah.
gosh.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh
So
my.
yeah. So that's really what motivated me to, you know, change my name and, you know, really allow people to get to know me, you
It's
know.
authentic.
So
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's
one-on-one.
authentic.
You want, if it's
Yeah.
a homie, you want him to call you by your name.
exactly,
So
straight up.
it makes sense.
Yeah, it's authentic and, you know, it's who I am. So, yeah.
Not mad at it. Good
Mhm.
decision.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
How has that affected like your writing process too and your like personal artistry then?
I feel like it's really made me go in like more into depth, like in what I experienced and who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of when I was Blazon Maven, like I would just rap just to rap, and I feel like I was like just rapping just to try to be a good rapper. But I'm like, yo, who am I speaking to? You know what I'm saying? Am I
Yeah.
touching people's lives? Am I, you know, changing how people like view things? Like, am I evoking emotion
Yeah.
in people? You know, and as you know, that's the, and am I bringing people like closer and more in depth into who I am? You know, and that's one thing that, like, look, I'm no bullshit. When I did after I did Nana's EP, I played one of the last songs, No Way Out, for a friend of mine, and they broke down and cried. I was like, damn. I was like, wow, this is why I do, like, this is
why I'm
this
doing
is
what
it.
I'm
Yeah,
doing.
this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I played literally, I want to say Tuesday, I played a newer song for another friend and got the same reaction. They broke down and cried.
What song was that one?
It's one that's coming out very soon.
I was like,
It's one that's
I might
coming
catch
out
him
very
slipping.
soon.
Yeah.
It's one that's coming out very soon. But yeah, she almost got me too. I was like, wait, hold on.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Yeah, it's one that's coming out, but like she just relates to like just the struggle of just trying to, you know, like exist and, you know, just going through the hardships and the ups and downs in life and the good and the bad. And she felt something, and I was like, damn, like this is like music is like, my words are powerful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
It's supposed to touch your soul.
It's
That's
supposed
what
to-
music is for.
hell yeah,
man.
fuck yeah, man. Because at the end of the day, it's like I could be using what I'm doing for good, for good or for bad. You know, I choose to use it for good.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like that's what I'm a vessel. I'm a vessel for God, and I feel like, you know, I'm here to speak to people and put positivity into people's lives. You know, and to help people get through whatever it is that they're going through, because we all going through the same shit. And hopefully my experience, you know, you could relate to my experience and, you know, my failures and my triumph, and feel me, like really feel me, you know. So
I applaud that.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you. Because not too many of, there's not enough of that.
yeah,
honestly.
for sure,
So we
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like your music is mad personal. Like,
Yeah.
like to the point where like even someone who didn't go through what you're like talking about will
Yeah.
still like feel it because it's
Yeah,
because there's so much of in you,
Yeah.
so much of you in it.
yeah.
Do you feel like is it therapeutic when you make
Yeah,
music
for
like
sure.
that, man?
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
letting
But
that out?
yeah, because sometimes I make music, and then like I'll write a song because I'm trying to write a vibe of a song, and then I go back and listen to it, and it helps me out. I'm like, damn, like shit. When I'm speaking to me, like I'm like, damn, I'm like taking my own advice, and that's one of the hardest things for me is taking my own
I think
advice.
for everybody.
Hell yeah, man. Like I'm going through some shit now. Like I'm getting advice from other people, and I'm like, they like, yo, I'm gonna tell you what you told me, and I'm like, oh shit, damn. I'm getting my own advice back. Yeah, you feel me? So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you know, that's one thing, and I never hold back. I never hold back. I don't care like who is thinking what, or if like, you know, I might offend anybody. Like I never hold back. If I feel it in my heart, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Like I hold no punches when it comes to my music. I never hold back. I never hold back. I don't have no censor or anything. Like I never hold back. If I feel
Snap.
it, yeah, for sure.
You snap.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
really, I heard the new project. You snap.
Oh,
Like,
thank you. Yeah,
Next
man.
level.
I took a lot of time on it, man. I took a lot of time on it, and you know, it really really, I'm extremely proud. I'm extremely proud.
I was so excited we got the advance. I was like, hell yeah,
yeah,
this is so tight.
yeah.
Next level.
I probably like came up with I think I came up with the concept and all of that, like just the ideas for the song within like 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Like
we're gonna come back to that, but I wanted to
Okay.
ask you something else.
Okay.
I know that Thurs came up to you at the association, and you had like grew up a fan.
Yeah.
And then he like came and gave you props.
Yeah.
What did he say?
She really with
this
the
is
feds, bro.
Crazy. This is crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn.
I have no life. Okay.
She was behind the bar looking at me like, okay, hold on. You know, taking off. Like, oh,
I've
shit.
been to the association. I like that spot downtown.
Yeah.
They have really good Moscow mules.
They do. Yeah, the association. I don't know if it's still popping on Thursday, but that used to be a spot
Yeah, I
on
haven't
Thursdays.
been in a minute,
I haven't
but
been in a minute, but yeah, I
it's a
saw
good time.
Thurs in there, and like I was such a fan of Thurs since like he was in like You and I.
Yeah,
Like I
me
remember
too.
seeing the Land of the
Shout out
Kings
You and
video.
I.
Oh,
Shout
that
out
shit was
Thurs.
my favorite
Oh
song.
my gosh, I was like, damn,
So
it's
good. The
dope.
like tribal, they was in the jungle and shit.
Yes. I was like, yo, who the fuck? I don't even know how I came up on that video, but I was like, yo, this is so ill.
good.
I was like, yo, this is so ill. And you know, when I met him, I was like, you know, he was telling me like he knew me and all of this stuff. I'm like, damn, what the hell? I'm like, oh shit, this is
crazy
tight.
is that?
Yeah, and we exchanged numbers, and we were in the studio like a few weeks later than that. He actually, it's crazy because he actually Thurs actually knew or knows my brother. Like he knows my brother. So my brother actually played drums on Thurs's last album. Yeah, the
Small
designer.
world.
Yep. Yeah. So Thurs is like my big bro, man.
Big
Yeah.
homie.
How has your relationship with him evolved over the years?
Oh man, it's like man, I like Thurs, honestly, he's really one of like my biggest, like he's always championing me. Like Thurs got me Thurs got me on at the time Red Bull Sound Select. They were like, you know, looking for like newer artists, and Thurs was a part of Red Bull Sound Select. He was like, yo, I know a guy, he's super dope, he's from the Crenshaw district, he's a hard rapper, and brought me on along, you know, the team or whatnot. And
That is amazing. He's a real one.
He's a
Not
super
too many
real
people look out for others.
Yeah,
in
nah,
LA,
real
sadly.
real talk. Like even till this day, like anything I need, like I ask Thurs, like he's like, yeah, no problem. Like you get it done. Like yeah. I probably done performed at like 4 parties in my living rooms. Like I did.
Still haven't been. I'm sleep.
Oh my gosh,
Gosh.
you sleep.
Fire.
I know
You sleep.
I am.
But it's been a minute.
He's always like, you have to come. And
Oh,
I
man.
don't.
I
Just found out about this shit.
Yeah.
He's been doing
Damn.
those for a long
He's been doing
time.
them
Isn't
for a
he doing
minute.
one at South by?
I think so.
I know he
think
does
so.
Coachella.
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's been a
One
minute since
day.
he's done one out here. Yeah,
Here.
you gotta go. It's like super, just a overall dope experience. Like
Good energy, I could imagine.
yeah. So I did a few of them out here. I did the one in Coachella.
That must have been tight.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was super hot, but
Of course.
Yeah.
That's why I never want to go.
yeah,
it's really
it's
hot.
like I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then I didn't perform, but I went to the one that he did in Atlanta at Stankonia Studios, and it was
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was crazy. Big
I
boy
would've
actually
probably
pulled
cried.
up.
Okay,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Wait,
Yeah.
he did one
Goodbye.
at
I
Stankonia.
would've
Yeah, he
died.
did one at Stankonia Studios in 2016 for A3C, and Big Boy pulled up.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's
Shit
the
was
one I
crazy.
needed to be invited
Oh
to.
my gosh.
I would have gone out
It
to
was
Atlanta. and
crazy.
shit.
Oh my gosh.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Stankonia Studios.
Oh my gosh, I was like, whoa.
Too much history there. Too much
I was like,
history.
yo, this is like the Mecca right here.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Like, damn, we really here. Oh shit, that's Big Boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was super
That's
dope.
insane.
Yeah, it was super
In
dope.
his element.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Blessings.
Yep.
Shout out Thurs.
Yeah, shout out my boy
Shout out
Thurs, man. That's my
Thurs.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was obvious like problems came about easily. Like I
Yeah.
would just imagine you just hit him up. It's not a very. Is there an interesting story behind that collab, or was it just like, yo, Thurs, get on the track?
Yeah, it was just like, yo, man, like we gotta work on some, cause we had like a few songs that had never came out or whatever. Like we had 2 on his album, and then we had 2 on mine's, but the one that he had on mine's, it wasn't the right feel for the project. So I was like, yo, like, I did a track. I could see you on the hook. Like, come through, let's try something out. And it traditionally wasn't what he like is like known for. It was like more gritty and aggressive.
I liked it.
Yeah,
It was a
but
nice switch
exactly,
up.
Exactly. And I think that's what really made the track super dope, because I feel like a side of Thurs came out that.
Yeah, the attitude.
Yeah,
Like,
hell
okay,
yeah.
Thurs,
Yeah,
you're
Thurs
like on the
man, Thurs is
best
ghetto, man. Thurs from Queen Street. Thurs from Inglewood, man. Y'all don't let, you know what I'm saying, a little friendly smile fool you. Thurs is from Inglewood.
That's
You feel me?
facts.
It's getting gentrified, but Inglewood is gritty still. Thurs is from Queen Street. You feel me? Yeah. So I got him on that, and man, it came out super dope. It came out super dope.
It did.
Yeah,
I like the
I love
video,
performing
the
that.
vibe of
I
it. So
love
good.
performing that song. Yeah.
I gotta see you next show. I'm gonna be there. I should just pull up
March
already.
28th.
Okay, I'm there.
March 28th.
Where is this gonna be at?
Catch One, formerly known as Union on
Shit,
Pico and
Pico?
Crenshaw.
Okay, yeah, I'm there.
March 28th. Please, everybody pull up. I swear to you, it's going to be an unforgettable experience.
I can't wait.
I
Yay.
promise.
Now I have something to look forward to this
For
month.
sure.
Thanks, Nana.
100%. Yes. My boy Reek, he copped his tickets.
I already
Oh,
got my
you
ticket.
already
yeah,
there.
yeah, he copped his tickets like the second week they went on
Yes,
sale.
sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Support. That's real.
Say that again?
Where do we get tickets?
Shit, I got tickets
Eventbrite.
on me right now.
Shit.
I
But
think
I
I'm
want to
playing.
support. I'm not
Yeah,
that
yeah,
person
hell
like,
yeah.
let me get on the list.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
yeah.
support.
Yeah, man, I would love that, and I would love to, for you guys to be there and just see
Front row.
front row. Yes, because y'all officially fam now. So
Oh,
yeah,
man, that means a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Likewise.
yes,
In the
100%.
building. This is
Yeah,
so fun.
it is.
I don't want it to end. I don't know how much more time we have, but I have a few more questions.
Okay, yeah.
Nah, we can keep going, bro.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Come on, let's go.
So, yeah, we're in the zone right now.
Yeah.
So I know that you really want to work with J-Rock.
Oh yeah.
You admire him a lot.
Yes,
what,
man.
What do you admire most about him?
J-Rock, he's just like, J-Rock is just raw, man. And he don't switch up. Like, J-Rock is, like, you could see the growth, but he still has the essence of, like, where he's from, like Watts. And he's, like, he gonna let you know, like, yo, this is where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? 90059, this is me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, for real. And, yeah, for real. And, man, I've been listening to J-Rock since 2006.
Was that when Hood Gon' Love It came out?
That was before Hood Gonna Love It.
When
came
did
out.
Hood Gon'? That's when I first Hood Gon'
Huh?
Love
Was
It.
that the Watts Finest?
I think it was
Watts
Watts Finest.
Finest.
Yeah, 'cause I got put on.
I don't.
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't. I'm not even gonna lie right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah.
fuck with J-Rock.
Yeah. Oh man.
J-Rock is just.
Yeah,
I'm so glad he's finally getting acknowledged the way he needs to be.
Man,
He got a
Finally.
Grammy.
He got a Grammy. I
J-Rock
was so
got his
happy
fucking Grammy.
when
Well
man,
deserved.
every hood went up when J-Rock got a Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
For
Yeah,
facts.
for real, for
A
real.
moment.
Yeah, for real. I've been listening to J-Rock since 2006, and I got put up on J-Rock through Game because he was like featured on a lot of
That's
Game mixtapes and like
300
that.
bars.
Yeah,
era.
exactly. Around that time, like 2006, and that's how I got put up on Kendrick too when he was K-Dot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who
So
also changed his name like you.
exactly. Yeah. And and just seeing how like just Kendrick and J-Rock and the whole TDE, like how they like the growth, like and seeing them go from the mixtapes and the LA Renaissance to where they are now is super inspiring. It's
Super.
extremely inspiring.
They're the ones after Game. I feel that they're
Oh,
they're
yeah,
the,
for
the
sure.
one, the chosen one. It was like Active. There was like
Yeah.
Cool Kid.
Yeah,
There was,
yeah.
Who else did I really fuck with at that time? Well,
Man,
Dom came out.
You had Dom, you know what I'm saying? You had Sean Christopher's, Casey Veggies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
What are shit.
This
yeah,
this
that was
is
a
like
time.
this is like the
time.
blog era. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like
it really was.
for real.
You had that in between.
You
And I
had
fucked
that-
with it, but I really thought like you and I was gonna blow up, or like
Yes,
Active was
yeah.
gonna blow up, and they never.
It was such a great time in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like when that happened, like I feel like it was more excitement like when it came to going out and going to shows. You know what I'm saying? Because it felt like it was so frequent,
Mm-hmm.
and like it just felt like damn, okay, these artists, they're super talented and like these, like they belong to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're
it was
about
like
to
a
blow up.
secret
Yeah,
in a way.
it was like a secret, and like it was just such a beautiful thing to like witness. I remember going to go see Kendrick at On the Rocks in 2010, right before Overly Dedicated came out.
What was that at?
It was above the Roxy. It was like a
Oh,
100-person venue. Yeah.
Lucky.
It was Kendrick, Overdose.
Oh, I fuck with Overdose to this day.
Yeah.
And I love that
Yeah.
Pharrell produced for them too. Like,
yeah,
I was-
you know what I'm saying?
Die For is like one of my
Yeah,
So
man.
good.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
secret. I feel.
Exactly.
I feel like
Exactly,
if you know,
exactly.
you know.
If you know, you know. Yeah, for real.
LA,
Yeah, like LA had that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
we
back when Fairfax was actually tight.
Yeah,
This is a fact.
exactly.
This is a
Before the
fact.
suburban kids started coming over and it got weird and like
Okay,
fam.
for real.
No
for real.
offense, cause I
Yeah.
took my family, but recently, but whatever. Like, cause I can now. It's family friendly and shit.
She was
But
like,
it didn't
you
used to
know,
be like that.
She
It's
like-
so weird now. I
She
can't.
was like Fairfax whack, even though I took my family.
Even
like,
though, but
5
listen,
minutes ago.
like I still go. It's just not the
All a
same.
part of the
Yeah,
problem.
All
I'm
the
saying.
cool people from the
Yeah.
block aren't there
Yeah,
anymore.
they're not there no more. You know
And I
what
know
I'm
you know
saying?
Amir too, but that's where I
course.
met Amir.
Yeah,
I met a
that's-
lot of people. in
Yeah,
fact.
that's where I met Amir too. Like before he was rapping, when he was working at
Yeah.
Ruka. Like, yeah,
Kibit's room and all that. Like it didn't-
exactly.
That just
Oh
it was
my
a
gosh,
time.
it was a time for sure. It was a time. Yep. Yeah.
Let's say, wait, let me get back to my questions though.
Okay.
Okay, so Save Yourself.
Yeah.
You got to hear that. I don't know when it's coming out. I won't speak too much on it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
how was the creative process like during the making of Save Yourself?
So the name of the EP is Save Yourself, and the process in recording that, it was really honestly, after my last EP, I didn't know like where I was gonna go or like how I was gonna like, you know, what I was gonna talk about, you know. But I had a period in time where I experienced life, and at I want to say it was September. Mac Miller passed away, and I was a huge Mac Miller fan.
So sad.
Yeah, I was
It was
extremely. That shit hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, damn, no way.
I did
I was
not
like,
expect
no.
it at all.
I was like, no way. Yeah.
He seemed to be doing well. That's why I was
Yeah,
shook because I was just
yeah,
like,
for
wait,
real.
what the fuck?
For
I thought
real.
he was fine. He had
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah. I was.
Really sad.
I saw a DJ booth too there. I was like, nah, this gotta be a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
This is a mistake. This can't be real. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, this is real. And it took me a few days to process that. You know what I'm saying? But
Did you know him?
no, I didn't know him. But Mac Miller was like one of the one of the early rappers like from the new era that I was like, yo, I'm a fan of this dude. I'm a super fan. Like this was like what summer.
Dope movie.
Yeah, hell yeah. Summer.
Kool-Aid and Pizza.
Yeah, summer 2010. All I like played was Kids. That's the only thing I played.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
Classic.
classic. This is amazing, you know. And just everything that he was going through, I felt like he wasn't able to save himself, unfortunately, you know. And immediately it sparked inspiration in me, and it's very unfortunate that it had to come through, you know, him passing away. But it made me think, and you know, draw a parallel into how when we were younger, some of the stuff that he's going through now, like, you know, or that some of the stuff that he was going through, like just dealing and battling with drugs and stuff like that. Back then we didn't have, you know, that fight, you know, and we had a different fight. I had to fight, you know, for, you know, just walking home, like literally and figuratively, like just walking home and being able to, you know, just every time I walk from home, every time I walk from school to home, it felt like a victory. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For real.
survival.
Hell yeah. So in that sense, I had to like save myself from the dangers of the environment. And on top of that, I kind of got lost, like just who I am and how I was raised and what my parents came here for, you know. And I had to save myself from ending up dead or in jail. And now in 2018, 2019, I feel like it's a different danger that the kids and you know, similar to Mac Miller, what he's going through in having to save yourself, you know, from the not only the dangers of just the industry, but just the drugs. And, you know, because it's crazy because, and it's, excuse my language, it's so fucked up, but back then it wasn't cool at all to do drugs, like for real. Like it wasn't, like I feel like now they glorify being a junkie. And that shit is whack as
That's
fuck.
prevalent
Hell
right
yeah,
now.
that shit is whack. That
Is it
shit
over?
whack.
I'm done with it.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? And they have to, you know, deal with the battles of saving themselves in that way. And,
From
you know,
themselves.
yeah, exactly. And just like the era that we're in with social media, you know what I'm saying? That itself is a drug. You know, somebody could go on Instagram and see somebody got more likes than them, and they self-esteem drops because they feel like that they not as important as the next person.
So
which
stupid,
is
but it's true.
Yeah,
People
for real.
compare themselves all the time.
for real, exactly. And subconsciously, they don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you get online, and some people spend 10 to 12 hours on Instagram all day,
Or
like every
taking
day.
a photo.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Forever.
That's-
Like, no, we
that's
gotta get this
true.
right.
Oh.
I need to look good. I need at least 400 likes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
for real,
Lord.
for real. And you know, we don't really notice it, like, or you know, some people don't really notice it, but you know, it has an effect on how you feel about yourself. You know
It
what I'm
does.
saying?
In the
And-
real
Self-esteem
world.
is
In the real world.
plummeting.
Real world.
It is
For sure.
insane.
For sure, and it's unfortunate. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so
Because-
glad I wasn't young when,
Oh
you know
my
what I'm
God,
saying?
I don't
Like,
know
if I was
how.
in middle school with this shit, I
Honestly,
probably would have had
yeah.
low ass
Oh
self-esteem.
my goodness, I
Plus,
really
I was a
don't know.
nerd, so like
Yeah.
people would have been commenting mean shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
just don't know how I would have been
Exactly.
able to handle it.
Exactly. Like the only coming up. We had like MySpace and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We was
the
just trying to
best,
holler
the
at
best.
girls.
That
You know what I'm
was
saying? We was
hands
trying to
down
holler
the
at
best.
girls. Yeah, for real. You feel me?
yo.
We had nothing to worry about. We just jump on MySpace, jump in a few inboxes, change a few top 8s around. You know what I'm saying? Jump on AIM real quick on the sidekick. Yeah, you feel me? It wasn't. I feel
Decorate
like,
your little page.
Yeah,
customize
exactly.
it.
That
Yeah.
HTML
Exactly.
was serious.
Oh
I had
my gosh.
JavaScript and everything. I
Oh,
put so
shit.
much work into
Yeah.
my damn page.
that-
Yo, you
it-
went in
Oh,
on
I
your
went
page.
in.
It's
I
crazy
just did
'cause
The homie was really a
page
nerd,
editing.
bro.
I told you I was a nerd. You thought I was lying? No, I was serious.
It's crazy because we was wizards back then. Like we knew how to code and
Yeah,
shit.
we
You feel me?
did.
Like
Those
for real,
glittery
for real.
graphics and shit, like
Hell
you
yeah.
comment on
Changing,
people's
like, the
pages.
cursor on-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cursor too.
Yeah, for real, for real.
MySpace was the best.
Yeah,
I loved it because I just found so much type music that I would have never found.
Exactly.
Honestly,
yeah.
I would go to my friend's page and be like, "Wait, what the fuck is this?"
Exactly.
It was music discovery.
Yeah,
the boys.
exactly. And I feel like now social media is just like, you know, all about like who's
About self.
Yourself.
yeah, yourself, you know, and
The
like
worst.
yeah, like
It's
shit.
so
All about
narcissistic.
It's extremely narcissistic.
No offense, but I don't watch anybody's stories because, like, I'm over here living my life. Like, why
Yeah.
do I care? No offense, but I don't really care what you're doing.
That's real. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. You feel me? And I just feel like, you
Your
know,
likes gonna go down. Everywhere. We ain't
Ooh,
tapping
like
in.
Andrea blocked. This bitch thinks she better than everybody. Blocked, canceled,
Hell.
reported as spam.
she just lost like 18 followers. You know what I'm saying?
They know I don't watch their stories. Now maybe it'll
Damn.
make them, at least know why
They
I'm not
like,
watching.
oh,
They shouldn't take it
forget her.
personally. I just
I'm about to
don't care.
mute her. I'm about to mute her stories and her posts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, but yeah, I feel like just Instagram is just like, and just social media in general is I feel like it's a popularity contest. You
It
know what I'm saying?
is.
That nobody
All
can really
day.
win. You know what I'm saying? Because and it honestly, to me personally, I feel like it really sparked some of the most stupidest and dumbest trends. Like
The dance challenges?
not really, not
one?
specifically like the dance challenges, but running in the fucking convenience store, taking shit and like running out. Yeah,
I
like,
didn't even know about that one.
Oh,
That's
man.
how far off I am.
yeah, hell yeah, like
People are
just
stupid as
yeah, just
fuck.
doing shit like that. Like back then, oh man, you would have got shot for
It's a
real.
wrap.
You would have got shot. It would have been a rap, especially like. Oh man, yeah, no,
yeah.
I would have never, I would have never ever.
Glamorizing that? Oh, okay.
Different time.
Yeah, it's a different time, nah. Yeah,
Where do
it's
they
crazy.
live? The suburbs, probably.
Probably for real, for real.
Try to pull that shit.
Yeah,
over
everybody want to
somewhere
be boot gang. Nah, man, that's not the
That
way.
ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly, man. I just think everybody wants to try to like, it's not necessarily get rich quick, but get on quick. Like
Oh, for
just by like trying to do
And it's
the
so
most
easy now
outrageous
'cause you
shit.
can go viral.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like a
That's
million eyes
the
are
goal.
on you.
Cloud
Exactly.
chasing.
Yeah, exactly.
All day.
Yeah, like damn, what's the most outrageous and ridiculous thing that I could do for attention? Like that's
Boo.
whack. That's
It
whack.
is.
Like that's whack.
Not here for that.
Yeah, stuff that you wouldn't like at that point. I just feel like at that point you selling your soul because if the cameras wasn't on, you wouldn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you basically, kind of sacrificing your integrity just for attention, which is whack. Like I'm not a fan of that.
No.
Yeah,
no.
nah, not at all. That's whack.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so last question. I have like a few more, but
Okay.
I feel like it's time to wrap up. Because then we're going to have you play some of your songs. So
Oh,
I'm
okay,
excited
okay,
about
okay,
that.
okay.
But
Let's get it.
what do you think the most underrated spot in LA is?
The most,
And overrated?
the
This is for the hipsters who just moved here from
Yeah.
Oklahoma
Oh,
and
shit.
Ohio.
Damn. I don't want to get an underrated spots because they gonna blow my spot
You're
up.
right, you're right, you're
You know
right.
what I'm
Maybe
saying?
just overrated.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get an
You can tell us
underrated
off the
spot.
air.
I get an underrated spot. The most underrated spot in Los Angeles is Lamert Park.
Facts.
Lamert
Super
Park.
facts.
Like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they should I'm a campaign to rename Lamert Park Little Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's what it's like that's the epicenter of black culture in Los Angeles.
It is all the creatives.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's
And y'all don't be known, but it be people that be sliding through Lamert Park that don't really say nothing. Like, you know what I'm
At
saying?
Bananas and shit.
Yeah, at Bananas and shit.
I know K-Dot was at Bananas.
Kendrick pulled up, you know what I'm saying? Nas was through
Nas
there.
too?
Yeah. Nas was in Lamert Park probably like a few years ago. Like, yeah, on a dumb low.
He's legit.
Yeah, exactly. At the World State Center, yep.
That's so
Yeah, Lamert Park. That's one of the most underrated spots in the city
Tell him.
of Los Angeles.
Shout out Don Kennedy, Lamert Park.
Yep.
Hey.
The most overrated,
Fairfax.
I would say it's probably.
He hates Fairfax
Yeah, he
so
hates
much, and he
Fairfax.
makes fun of me because I go
Yeah.
there. So I like going to read books at the Grove. And
Oh,
then I walk
shit.
to Fairfax. I told
Damn.
you I'm a nerd.
Damn, the most overrated, I would say probably Hollywood.
Oh God, I feel bad for any
That's
tourist who
facts.
pulls up to
Yeah.
Hollywood or stays in Hollywood.
Hollywood
It's
is
so
overrated.
dirty and
Sorry.
gross.
Hollywood is overrated.
We
as
used
shit.
to work there. Tony's like,
Oh, my
yup, drawing.
Man,
all that.
Hollywood
It's
is
so trash out there.
yo,
it is
it's,
so bad now.
It's just bad. Like
Can't even park.
the
You
homeless
can't- you
people
can never
is
park.
getting bad
Anxiety.
now.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
buy
yeah.
a city permit to park.
Yeah,
It's
for real.
facts.
That's a
You
fact.
get that $79 ticket
Yeah,
or whatever.
for real. Like the signs out here, like the parking signs, they be having like
Freedom for
15 different signs. And it's
Yeah.
like, wait, so like if I subtract that sign from the first sign, does that mean that I'm excluded from the fourth sign? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just that on top of just like there's some crazy motherfuckers out in Hollywood, man. I'm sorry. I'm just like
Don't be sorry, that's facts.
Yeah,
People
like,
need to
and the-
know. The tourists need to know because I really
for
feel
real,
bad for them.
For real. Like in the daytime and at night, like round the clock. Like it's like I remember when I was in high school, I used to always be like, yo, damn, I wanna go to Hollywood. Like I wanna go to Hollywood. Cause I wouldn't go as to Hollywood frequent. I had no business in Hollywood. Like I
No,
just
because
stayed.
you went to Abercrombie. Like that was the first time you came over the 10 freeway, right?
Damn, yo, she really like
He was at the Grove. He used to work at the
damn.
Grove.
She was like, she low key was like just like my life journalist without me even knowing she was around. Yeah, I'm like, damn.
I had time, okay?
Yeah. Like, so when I started working at the Grove, like I went through Hollywood and I was like, damn, this shit is not tight like that. Like,
You were
yeah,
no, because
I was
everyone
like,
glamorizes it, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'm gonna go do big things in
whole
Hollywood.
star
No, I'm about
like,
to.
yeah. I'm like,
Wanna be
nah,
at.
man,
Get-
this is not the business. This
It's
is not
just
the
it's
business.
like literally dirty. Like
Yeah, Hollywood's dirty
It's
shit.
I feel like
filthy.
you wear a
Well,
pair of
that's
all
what-
whites.
Fucking filthy.
You coming back with them looking off white.
Yeah,
That's
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I like Hollywood is like when I think of Hollywood, just knowing everything that I know now, it's like fucking Grand Theft Auto Vice City or some shit. It's like something going on every block. Real shit. Like something going on every block. I remember it was like 3 things that happened at one time. It was a fight happening to my left, a car accident that just happened in the back. I'm like, yo, I'm
spaceship
taking
that
my
landed
ass
in the
back. Yeah, I'm like, yo,
Aliens.
I'm going back south of the 10 freeway, man. I'm out. I'm
Bye.
gone. I'm
It
out.
was real.
Yeah, I was
Bye.
like, yo,
Too
I'm
real.
out. I'm out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But my
hilarious.
favorite place in Southern California is Malibu.
Oh, I love Malibu.
Yeah,
I go
I love it.
regularly to the
Yeah,
lagoon.
for sure.
Like
Yeah,
just
oh my
go
gosh.
sit out
Yeah,
there and
it's-
be at peace.
man,
They
that's-
redid the lagoon. Have you been? Across
Yes,
from Pepperdine?
I have.
So
I have.
nice.
I have. It's so beautiful over there, man. Like I love it over there. That's where I go where I'll just be like, yo, like I'm gonna just get away. Like
Same.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah.
just need peace. I need to get the fuck away
Yeah,
from this
for real.
traffic. Let me just zone out
Let
for
me-
a couple
for
hours.
real.
I eat my lunch on the beach.
For
It is like
real,
the
yep.
best ever.
I love it. I
So
love
bougie. I know I sound so
Extremely.
bougie. He's like,
hey, wait, that just lets you know she be spying on you. You be there. She be like,
I
I be
guess
there.
that's
shit.
yo, that's why I know you.
Damn.
Aha, now that I see you.
She got
I'm like,
binoculars.
it. Hell
Like,
yeah, she poke out a
Dude over
bush and
there.
shit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking around like, damn, I feel some like phone.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think we gotta wrap it up now. Is there anything you want to add?
Man, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you. This is so
for
fun.
sure. I gotta give a special shout out to Victoria. You know what I'm saying? This is my
B12.
dog right here. Yeah,
Big.
for real.
B12.
Yeah, because she you know, she was the catalyst, and I really appreciate her, and she was the you know, the door to meeting all you lovely
The coordinator.
individuals.
We love
so
her. She's amazing.
yes, man. Thank you guys so much. EP dropping soon, very soon, very soon. And March 28th is the day of the show. Nana and Friends. Nana and Friends. We got DJ Divine. He got a set. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We got my girl Slow Like Whoa, Tori. You know what I'm saying? She's super sick. And we got my boy Amir Says Nothing.
Amir's gonna be there too.
Amir's gonna be there.
We
You know what
have
I'm
to
saying?
go.
You gotta
We
be
have to.
there. Amir's co-headlining it with me, so y'all gotta pull up. It's mandatory for
So
sure.
fun. I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Mando.
Mando.
Right.
Yeah, man. So thank you guys, man.
Thank you, Nana. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Much love.
And if you want to check me out, you know what I'm saying? I can't forget.
handles, drop your handles.
SoundCloud.com/Nana is King. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, titled as Nana. If you want to find me on Twitter, Instagram, Nana is King.
Yay.
Yep. Let's get it.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much, Nana.
Let's get it.
Appreciate
Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all.
Bye.
Bye.